Merry Christmas. Welcome to my channel, my name is your boy, and today we're gonna talk about Sony A7III, about cameras, and it's one thing that I like a lot. 5 reasons why I think that's still worth it to buy in 2022, and 5 reasons why I think that's not worth it. Let's jump right into it. I hope that you enjoy. Reason number 1. This camera takes 24 megapixels photo. For me, it's more than enough, especially for YouTube, Instagram, and client work. I'm very happy with that, especially RAW. A lot of information. If you use Photoshop or Lightroom, you're able to bring all these details back, especially highlight, shadows, or whatever you need. So 24 megapixels, more than enough for me. Reason number 2. I need 120 frames per second. I love shooting slow motion. 1080 I think it's more than enough. I'm not gonna say that I don't want to have 4K 60 or 4K 120. Yes, but what I actually need, especially from iPhone, mobile stuff, people don't really know the difference. 1080, 120, it's perfect. The file is still big. But for my editing process on my MacBook Pro, I edit super fast, and they have 4K 30. I know it's 4K 30, blah 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 blah. But when I want to do like talking head stuff like this, I know that everything's gonna be perfect, high quality. If I need to zoom in, I have the ability to do that because it's 4K. If I want to use something more stable, I can put on a stabilizer, and you are able to create amazing stuff. NPFZ100, the battery life is amazing. I have 3 or 4 by now. I can do my videos, I can take it outside, I can do whatever I want, especially for my client work. Usually if I have a full day, I bring 3, but I never had to use, just in case one was like halfway or something like that. Shooting 4K, shooting 120, battery life amazing. I highly recommend. As we all know, the A7 III, it's very good for the ISO and low light capability. I never had an issue, especially when it's in a dark scenery or whatever. I can just crank a little bit of my ISO. I think that's a plus for me, especially when I want to do some videos. Just small equipments. I don't like to carry everything around with me, and I cannot do that as well, especially when I go on a cruise ship. I use the ISO a lot. The tiny lights get the job done. It's a little bit more pricey, but very nice in low light. The durability of this camera, it's awesome. I used a lot every single day, and for every single project for the past 3 years now? 4? I'm so used to it that I can achieve everything and anything that I want. If I need more stuff, it would be little things that you see the reasons why you shouldn't, because cameras those days, 2021, 2022, in small bodies are able to do even better stuff than this one. This camera is very strong and still going, and it still will be my go-to for a couple more years because I need to just take advantage of this one. And now, big no-nos why you shouldn't buy this one, because there is a lot of reasons. Reason number 1. I have to buy a monitor. I'm monitoring here right now. As you know, I don't like to carry things with me, so I have to carry one more battery, one more monitor to be able to have different positions, different angles, different stuff, or to monitor my focus, all this good stuff. Come on. My first camera many years ago had flip out screen. Small cameras like ZV-1 has flip out screen. Every other Sony has flip out screen. Everything is flip out screen, so that's a big no-no for this one, especially for YouTube, vloggings, all this good stuff. You can just flip and you can see yourself, you can monitor, and it's very light, very compact. So unfortunately, this one doesn't have one. The record limit for this camera is 30 minutes. And this is one thing that I cannot understand. 2022, guys, we're 2022. If I need to do long videos here on YouTube, I see that it's taking too long. I start to worry because I cannot see, because I don't have flip out screen. I'm just gonna hear blah, blah, which means that the camera just stopped recording. So that's a big no-no for me. I wish that this camera should be able to do that. My first camera, I was able to touch screen and change all the settings in the menus and all this good stuff. A7 III, you're not able to do that. Just in focus, out of focus. Other than that, That's it. I wish that we were able to have menu settings operation with touchscreen. It would be so much easier, so much quicker. Instead of like dialing, going to the menu and like doing all these things, it would be so quick. If Sony could do like an update or something, I feel like it would be great, but I feel like it's so simple. And my final and last reason why I think that the A7 III it's a big no-no for 2022 is for 2,000 bucks, I think you can get a newer camera and you can have more abilities to do quicker things like flip out screen, still are able to shoot 4K 30, 1080. Doesn't really matter the camera that you have, especially in 2022 now. So many amazing features. If you know how to operate your camera, you're gonna be able to achieve a high quality video or photo or whatever you wanna do. If I have a 500 bucks camera, 800 bucks, I'm gonna be able to achieve an amazing result. Doesn't really matter if it's the lens or the body. I know what I want, and you need to see, research, and learn which camera fits better for your needs. Watch a lot of videos, articles, so you can learn as much as you can before you spend money on the gear. That's my big advice for 2022. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification so you know every single time that I post a new video here on the channel. Let me know in the comment down below, is the Sony A7III still worth it for 2022? Thank you very much guys, and I'll see you in the next video.